All right. Hey, Kaden. Okay, let's get into our game here. It's pretty wild, eh? If you look down at your statistics here, in your game, you're on the ice for 9 minutes and 35 seconds. It's not a lot of time, eh? When you get down to it, and how much of that time do you have the puck on your stick? Super limited. It's not a lot of time. And so you want to make the best of these things, right? And I noticed that you've been doing a good job at staying in your position, but there's still a couple of things that we need to work on. Okay, so let's take a look at my first little note at 10 seconds here, all right, or just before it. Okay, so here you are, you got on the ice. There you are right there. And the puck is this young man, he is on his way. Okay, now your job as a winger is to pressure the puck carrier. When this guy is going around the net, what he would love is if nobody was here and so he could just come up the ice and do what he wanted and have all the time in the world to do it. But your job is to limit how much time he has. Now, will you get the puck? Maybe. More than likely not. Before you get there, that player is probably going to pass the puck or do something. So your job is to get there as quickly as you can to really make that player's ability to make a decision really short and maybe make a mistake. Like just pass the puck away and we can get it. So when I look at this, I want to see, well, what kind of pressure are you giving? Is it soft pressure or is it super hard pressure? Hard pressure means you're skating as hard as you can so that when this guy turns his head, there you are, like, oh, and then he gets rid of the puck. Okay, so let's watch. Is that hard pressure? If you're coasting, it's not hard. See, and then you're coasting. But then you added some pressure. Now, see what happened there? That pressure created a turnover. Well, he couldn't keep it in, but he got rid of the puck. He just, I don't want it, which is because of your pressure. Now, could you apply more pressure? Yes. I thought you could skate harder. But the end result is that you're going in there. The two of you, the guy in front of you, also applied a lot of pressure, and that coughed the puck up to us. Now, it went just outside and we got offside, but that's the point of pressure. Okay? More pressure. All right. I was watching this face-off, and I cannot believe what I'm looking at with the ice. Look at the quality of the ice right there. It's like, what is going on? That is possibly the worst ice I've ever seen. I don't know where you guys are or what kind of Zamboni is going on there, but it's like, whoa, that's not good. All right. But we play through it anyway, don't we? It's a little bumpy, but we play anyway. All right. Okay. Now on this one, did you see what you just did there? We call that back checking. All right. You come off the bench. The puck is right here. And you're coming off the bench. And they have 1, 2, 3 players coming in against our 2. So they have an advantage. So what I loved what you did was you came back checking. Back check. You get back and help. The word back checking means get back and help. Okay? And now let's watch you back check. So you came right over to help, but you went to the puck. When we back check, you don't go to the puck. What you do is you stand beside an open man. Because if we look at this, They had 3. And if we look at how can you best help the defenseman, this defenseman has him. This defenseman has him. So if you back checked and stood beside this guy, just literally stand beside him. So if it comes to him, he can't get it. That would be best. That would be the best way to help. So when you came back, you went all the way over to help the puck. You went past those first two guys, and you were going to come help him. Look, he's covered. This defenseman was coming over to help him too. He should have had this guy, and you should have had white helmet. Just stand beside him, because look where the puck went. Right to him. Had you had gone right to these guys and just stood there, they wouldn't have been able to get that opportunity. And look who got it. White helmet guy. Got a shot off. White helmet guy. Right? When we look back at who do you pick up? You pick up the third person, the last person, because the defensemen have the first 2, which means that you would get white helmet guy. So right there, instead of coming all the way over, you're going to stand beside white helmet guy. White helmet guy got it. Look at that. Okay? So when you're back checking, trust your defenseman that they're facing forward, and then the first defenseman has the puck carrier. The other defenseman has the other person. You pick up the third person. You back check and just have to get to that third person. You don't have to go all the way to the puck, because that's not your job. Okay? All right. 237. I'm learning how to do this better. All right. Now this one is face the puck, rotate to backwards. Now, what happens is this guy has just picked up the puck, and then that's you right there on the wing. Now look how you curled. Did you see that? Can you see what he's doing? Can you see? Nope. You've turned your back to him. So what you should do right here is roll right there and then rotate to backwards and keep going. Don't stop, but you're going forward, down there. You rotate to backwards so you can see him, and then you keep going backwards up the wall because he's coming this way. So you got to be able to see him, because from here, if the defenseman has the puck, he's got to look in to hit the center or the far person. You can't turn your back on the puck carrier. You can't look over your back and try to receive a puck. You can't do that. So you have to turn backwards and leave. That's how we do it. Okay? So in this case, you can't see for just that moment. Then you turn, but it was too late, because he didn't pass it, because your back was to him. And now there's some spinning around there. Okay? So that's important about always face the puck. You never want to turn your back on the puck, even for a moment. The game moves so fast. Everything's so fast. Okay. Let's see. 3 minutes. Okay. All right. What did I... All right. Now, let's go back. You're doing a great job. Your positioning is great. You're always there. It's really great. So you're moving over to your position, and you're expecting this guy to come. Now, what he does is not pass. That's not your fault. You were wide open, like right there. He's got a person right on him. He should pass the puck before he gets into the corner, but he doesn't. He keeps coming. Now, what do? Right? This defenseman is coming at you. what do you do? Okay, what you should do is start moving up the ice. Stay along the boards. Because what this guy should be doing when you're in the corner is you should be looking inside the rink, across the rink, because everybody's coming over here. If he passed it to you, you've got 4 guys ready to hunt you down. So that's not the right pass. But you don't want to stand still either, because you got to get going. You got to start moving. Okay, so it makes it difficult when he's coming up behind you and you got to keep moving. Like that's not, now this defenseman has, instead of passing, he's being caught and he's limited his ability to pass to you because everybody's coming over to you. So you've got to move the puck. So if you stand still though, like you can't really help. He didn't pass it because 3 people are going to take the puck off you. You got to pass the puck. And now we're going back. So the point to that is if he's coming around like that, and he, like, that was a great rotation. Did you see that? You're coming forward to face the puck. You face it, but keep moving. You stopped. Don't stop. Keep moving backwards. So that pass can even be passed all the way up here. Like, move the puck. Like, that's what I would be yelling at that defenseman. You got to move the puck to the people ahead of you because you got this. So I'm going to do it all myself. Well, see, how did that work out? Not very well. Okay? All right. 332. Okay. All right, so we've got the puck. This guy has the puck. And I notice a lot of times you're behind the play. What does that mean, behind the play? If I drew a line all the way across the ice to where the puck carrier is, are you in front of that or are you behind that line? If you're in front of that line, you're ahead of the play. You're ahead. Because we're all going this way. So you want to be ahead of the play in this case. So you should be way up here. If you're behind the play, which is what's going on, is you're behind the play, are we going to pass it to you as we're going? It's like, no, you're behind the play. We're trying to go forward. So when you see the puck taking off, like right here, I would be taking off full tilt to try and get ahead of the play because you're on the weak side. You want to get ahead of the play, so somewhere in the neutral zone, he's going to come through here and hit you with a pass. That's what we're trying to get to, okay? Now, he makes this play right here, okay? And he's going to want to make a pass. See what he's doing? He's looking, but he changed his mind. Did you see where he was looking? He was looking at you, changed his mind, and wants to pass it to him. Why? He tried to pass it ahead. Why? For me, 2 reasons. 1, I'm going to move the puck to somebody who's ahead of the play. 2, I'm going to move the puck to somebody who's working to get up there. Are you working as hard as you can to get ahead of the play? Let's watch. Watch. Like, you're like, meh, 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 meh. Like, do you want the puck? Is what, as the passer, I'm looking at you and you're like, I'm like, do you want this? It doesn't look like you do. So I'm going to pass to the guy ahead of the play. If you're going up there, charging up there, skating as hard as you can, and he stops and makes that and looks and sees you flying up the ice, he's going to pass to you. He's going to pass you. If you're loafing up the ice, like that pass is not going to create opportunity. We're passing for opportunity. So he chose to pass to the guy ahead of the play. Okay? So right here, you should be charging up the ice. Hard. Hard, hard, hard. like this guy. Okay? Okay. 4 minutes. All right, here's a situation. All right. Puck is in the corner. Okay. What's everybody's job? Your job is this player. So I would say you're a little low. Should really be the tops of the circles is where you should be. This winger should be here. Then you've got defenseman, center. Okay? Now, this defenseman just got beat. This person has lost their stick. And this person has fallen down. That is quite a mess. And this guy has the puck and he's coming out. And nobody's there because they've fallen down or lost their stick. So this is a rare situation where I would say that this in front of the net is not your job. Your job is this defenseman. But it's rare that everybody just fell down. And now this guy is coming out of the corner. Right out of the corner. So should you help? Should you try and stop them and help? The answer is yes. It's rare, but in this case, to get in there and help. Because I think they just scored. Yeah. So you got to go help. Or there's a goal. Right? It was rare. That was weird. Everybody became incapacitated at the same moment. And that guy walked in, shot, and scored. Like, man. Okay? All right. Here's this play. Okay, there you are. That right there is so good. Body contact. Not body checking, body contact. And what you did with your body is you cut him off by placing your body directly in front of him. Can he get the puck if you're standing right there? Nope. In fact, that's what our guy did. He picked it up because this guy can't go through you, right? It was perfect. Body first, then take the loose puck. Nice. Nice. Like that one. Very much. All right, this one. There you are. Puck comes out. Okay. See that? Now, when you're defending and you keep two hands on your stick, it's going to limit how far you can reach. Okay? If I keep my two hands on my stick, I can only reach so far. Okay, can you see where? No, actually, I'll back up a little bit so you can see. I can only reach so far if my two hands are on my stick. Now, if I take my lower hand off, that's a lot more reach. So as I'm skating up to get that puck, I can reach and poke check the puck loose. So in this case, I was watching your hands. You have your hands on your stick. But then when right there, instead of whacking at it with two hands, I would have reached with one hand and maybe bobble it by him because your reach is limited. And so he can see out of the corner of his eye where your stick is, and he's going to stick handle around that because he can see it. Now, if you surprise him with a whole extra length because of your hand, it reaches out, then then you might get the puck loose. A little poke. Okay? All right. 5:58. Okay, maybe before that. Maybe before that. Maybe before that. Okay. You're defending your net. There you are as a winger. And we know, I think this is your defenseman who's on his way over. So this is your man. And then I was watching your positioning. Okay, you came over to help. And now you are below the goal line. So if we get the puck with everybody down there, if the defensemen and the centers who are supposed to be down there get the puck, who are they going to pass to? Because you're not here. We have no one to pass to. So that means their defensemen can just come over here and get this puck. Because if you come down and I'm going to handle this myself, everybody's down there. Now he gets the puck, right, for that moment, and you need to be there. I can guarantee you, with pressure like that, he would have passed it. He can't pass it to you because you're out of position behind the play. Okay? Stay on your position, Kaden. All right, last one. Okay. That was great. But is that as fast as you can go? So right there. Is that as fast as you can go? I know you can skate faster. It's a I know the answer to that question. When you are skating with that puck, take your blade. Let me show you. It's hard to do. When you're skating with your stick, take your blade and roll it. So it's on the ice like that. And push the puck, push the puck, push the puck. And you can skate so much faster. If you're skating kind of slow, that defenseman, they get beat, they can catch you because they don't want you to score. So they're going to come back at you. So he makes a move, and then look how fast he's skating to try and get back. Did you see his poke check? Watch what he does. One hand. See that? He reached out, and I think he got a piece of it. Knocked you down almost. Or did. So here, higher speed. Speed, 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 speed. Get the shot off. Very good. All right. That is it, my friend. Yeah, it's, sometimes games are difficult because the puck doesn't come and you're in your position, and the name of the game is that people are passing, and you when you're doing your job, you're expecting the others to do theirs, and sometimes the puck doesn't always come, and then when you get your opportunity, you don't get many, but you do your best and go as hard as you can. I loved your body contact. That was really good. Your positioning is mostly excellent with a few little things. That's okay. Sometimes you forget. We're learning. But when you're on the ice, you've got 9 minutes you're on the ice. The entire game, you're on the ice for 9 minutes, all spread out throughout the hour. So when you're on the ice, you are going as hard as you can all the time. Okay? Because your time is precious. Like how many times you're actually touching the puck is not a lot. It's not a lot. Within the 9 minutes, how much did you actually touch the puck? Even the players who do have the puck a lot, it's not very long. So it's precious. So work super duper hard. Okay? All right, man. That's all I got. I will see you at the next one.